Hi, Amanda Fisher with Xero tip number 6. This is where we're going to look at processing entries through a bank account where the GST code is different to what's showing up on the automatic processing. So I've got two items here to reconcile in the bank account. The first one is Swanston Security, and I'm going to enter this as a manual entry. I'm going to create the entry, so I'm going to call it Swanston Security, and I don't have an account for security, so I'm going to call it General Expenses, and it's security for month of February. And this is coming up telling me that it's automatically calling it GST on expenses. Now, I happen to know that Swanston Security aren't registered for GST, and therefore this particular item is a GST free expense. So I can change my GST as I go while I'm reconciling the bank account. So I can hit the OK button there. It's gone through as that. The NAB bank fee, it's showing this particular bank fee as GST free. Now, if I knew for a fact that it wasn't, I could again drop down in here and call it GST on expenses, if that's the case. Now, bank fees you do need to be very careful because there are some fees that actually do include GST, but actually this is an account fee and I would expect that to be correct as GST free expenses. But this is where you've got the opportunity to go in while you're processing these entries that you're creating through the bank account and change the GST as you go. So if it isn't quite correct and you know the entry is different, do click on the down arrow beside the GST amount and pick up the right one before you hit the OK button. And that will again make sure that your GST is correct. Thank you for listening. Look forward to seeing you for Xero tip number 7.